Welcome to Pueblo's Magicals, which means Magic Town. This gorgeous little place, located just outside the Teotihuacan pyramids, is known for its rich heritage, its amazing people, and its pure, authentic Mexican food. Come with us today as we try out fresh cacao, which is one ingredient chocolate, and some of the authentic foods in this town. It is an absolute amazing treat. We also see an underground world and the hidden tunnels and burial sites of this historic and magical town. All right, folks, so we are now in Pueblo's Magical, and it's one of the magical
cities or magical villages of the Teotihuacan complex over there.
Well, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Last night I saw people working there at night.
Guys, it's officially lunchtime. We have stepped into the Magic Town. We're going to show you some of the authentic food made from scratch here, but let me show you this restaurant real quick. It's absolutely phenomenal. All right, that's where we're eating at today, at the El Patron. And no, it's not a tequila factory. It just happened to be the name. And like I said, it's a very historic place. It's one of the most famous places to come down and get a bite to eat, all because of their made from scratch ingredients. You can see, like I said, it's like somebody's mom and daughter in there preparing the meals. So it's really cool. Wow, look at these colors, the beauty of this restaurant, the landscape. It has been in the family for many years, and all ingredients are freshly delivered daily and prepared from scratch. Let's take a look inside the kitchen. All right, guys, behind the scenes, we are getting a fresh, authentic beef soup made for an appetizer. After that, we're getting a chicken cranberry sauce that they have really famous for here. And then chili rellenos at the end. It's like fried chips with cheese, salsa, and then a fried egg on the top. So we got 3 options today on the menu, but I want to show you behind the scenes. Hey, buenos dias. Buenos tardes now or no? Yeah. Wow. Everything's made from fresh. From scratch. ¿Cómo estás? Look at that. Wow, so beautiful. All fresh ingredients. We get the soup, sopa, huh? Our appetizer is beef shoulder soup with vegetables. Yeah, this is chicken. Our first main dish will be chicken cranberry curry. Pollo and the cranberry? They also cook in clay pots in which they make by hand. This allows the curry to tenderize the chicken and all the juices and flavors get trapped. Wow. ¿Cómo se llama?
Tortitas de plátano.
Tortitas de plátano. And this is on the left side. Wow. Kind of, yeah. So she's taking it from that. Look at this, man. This is phenomenal. And just grilling it here. Let's see what's in the pot. Ooh, wee. Fresh. It's just like me, mama's kitchen. Smells really good in here. Has a lot of good vibrant. You can see everything is freshly delivered here. A beef chunk or like a beef shoulder with the bone in. It's loaded with veggies, fruits. It's got the corn in there, and everything's made from scratch. So you take the little lime, squeeze it in there. And you saw earlier when I was walking in the kitchen, got the pleasure to hang out with them. It comes out very fresh. The broth is very slow simmered. The beef is slow simmered. And I'm gonna give you guys a little thing. And then look at that, man. They put like the whole corn in there. It's like, sorry, not the whole one, but like a big piece of corn, green beans, vegetable soup. You know me, like I said, being from Afghanistan, we love our soups, and we call them, sharwas. And everybody has their own style. This was just pure meat and veggies, but we like to put bread in. And we use lamb broth, chicken broth, or beef broth. Wow, that's very interesting. The first thing that hits you is kind of like the fat, like the oily from the beef, and then it's like a tangy, like a serrano chili type of hit. So it's not a pepper, it's more like a chili spice. And then at the end, it just kind of finishes it off with the added vegetables that kind of gives it a flavor. Man, let me get a piece of this meat right here. So like I said, the meat is slow cooked. It's tenderized in the broth, and then after the broth is created, they'll take the meat back out and then let that broth kind of simmer in the oils and the spices, and then add some fruits and veggies to give a little crunch, and then they'll add the beef back at the end and let it simmer there, she said, very slowly for a few hours until it comes out nice and soft. And that's definitely nice and soft, man. Because normally, like I said, your beef shoulder, your top sirloins, or your broils, they're a little bit tougher meat. But when you slow cook them like this and you add them to the broth, they come out phenomenal. This is amazing. Definitely a must. This passed the taste test. Look, we're waiting on to the next dish. This one is another slow dish simmered. It's a chicken leg, as you can see, and it's similarly made like the beef. It's made out of a broth, but this is a cranberry chicken broth. And they let the cranberries throw in there. They let the spices, the chipotle, and then they add the chicken in there and let it slow simmer. And it's very, very unique. Like I said, not everything in Mexico is tacos, and not everything is tortas. They have a lot of authentic dishes. It comes with a nice bread of rice. And if you guys know me and all my Afghan friends and family, this is literally how our plate would look like. We would have cucumbers, some lemon. This is like a radish, but we would like use a green onion or a radish, tomato, and we would have that same type of setup with our veggies and squeeze a lime on it. So it's super cool, man. Different cultures, but yet I feel right at home. So first thing I like to try is the rice. Oh yeah, really good. Standard Spanish rice, long grain. But let me dive into the chicken. It's got that skin there. Oh, that thing is spicy. It's hot. So they leave the skin on it. It's very slow tenderized. And wow, that is absolutely amazing. I never thought cranberry, because the first time I heard cranberry, I was thinking, it's gonna be sweet, but I've had it on turkey, so I know that with certain dishes it'll go good. But this is the cranberry sauce that's simmered into the chicken, that is slow cooked into the chicken, so the broth, the oils, the spices, and all the seasoning blend in with that cranberry sauce, gives it that sweet and sour kind of tangy hit, and then that chicken finishes it off. And you can see by the skin that they do some form of browning or some form of caramelizing the chicken before they add it into the broth and slow simmer it. This is absolutely amazing. A definite must. Try something new. And that meat is so soft. The rice is amazing. These are some of my favorite radishes. So good. Let me know in the comments if you guys ever had something like this. I know some of my friends have had like mole or a soup that's kind of like a chocolate base, but this is a cranberry chicken. And it's got to be the first time I've ever heard of it in the Mexican culture and culinary dishes. Can't wait for that. Now, don't get it twisted. This is not breakfast, but you can have it as breakfast. I've seen it as a breakfast dish. It is fresh tortillas that is actually deep fried in a light oil. Then they put the queso on top, which is, like I said, some of their kind of like mozzarella type of cheese, comes with rice. And then they top it off with 2 good old fried sunny side up type of eggs. And I guess you just got to dive in and grab a little piece right here. And it's super soft, and yet has that crunchiness to it. And it's in a red sauce. So this thing is absolutely phenomenal, man. I can't wait to dive in. Oh my God, that is amazing. That red sauce with the cheese gives it that perfect complement of flavor. And then you get the crunch from the chip. But the chip is also saturated in all that red sauce is all saturated in that. So all the flavors get trapped in that chip. So it's not your standard, chips and salsa. It's not your, when you order like the chicken nachos, the beef nachos. It doesn't taste like that. It's not that type of cheese, but it looks like it's all put together, and it's just a lot of flavor trapped. It's similar to like grabbing a tortilla, wrapping it up, and dipping it into a sauce and taking a bite. The only difference is that same tortilla has just been fried, so now you get a little bit of crunch at the end. I cannot tell you which one's my favorite because all 3 of these are absolutely phenomenal. And I love eggs, and I love Spanish rice, and I love chips. So this has got to be some of the best combination for me. I can't wait, man. You know, let me know in the comments, man, my San Diego folks, you know, where can I get this at in San Diego, man? I want to go and compare the two. Because this, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be my official favorite dish from here on out. It's got my 3 favorite combinations. I'm going to chop up some of that egg in there for it. Oh, wow, that is amazing. Some of that cheese, that chicken. Sorry, some of that cheese, some of that sauce. Just drip and drip. It's all draped up. It's all sauced up. And complements really well. I never thought these, you know, 4 ingredients would go together so smoothly. Wow, wow, wow. That is next level, dude. Look at zoom in on that cheese. It almost turns into like a, you know, a sour cream or like a chipotle sour cream, because after you get the spices and all the flavoring from the salsa, it complements itself very well. And now there comes the chili at the end. There comes the chili at the end. Wow. Highly, highly recommend. This is absolutely amazing, man. Like I said, I don't know which one's my favorite dish. The soup is phenomenal. The chicken tastes really good and tenderized and slowly cooked. And this is just icing on the cake. So either dish you guys go with, you cannot go wrong. Pure, authentic food made from scratch. You saw the mom, you saw the daughter. That's the only people that work here. Super cool vibes, amazing food, and even better culture, man. Shout out to you, Mexico. Shout out to you, Mexico City. And shout out to all the indigenous people and all the hard workers out there. You guys sure know how to make a boy happy with your meals. Love you guys. From my kitchen to yours. Bon appetit. This is amazing. We're going to do dessert a little bit different this time. Yes, there's chocolate involved. However, we're going straight to the source. We're talking about good old pure cacao. Yep. Straight 1 ingredient chocolate grown from the trees. We're going to chop it up. I'm going to show you what it looks like. It tastes absolutely amazing. It is loaded with nutrients for the body, for the brain, for the blood pressure. It is absolutely phenomenal stuff. And how chocolate was intended to be eaten. This is what chocolate looks like when it comes straight out the tree, I guess. Super cool. Hola. Buenas tardes.
Aquí tenemos también ámbar.
Chocolatería. It's so crazy. You kind of get like that strong chocolate hazelnut type of sense right in your mouth. That's the one thing that video cannot capture is the sense and smell that I'm getting out here. That's why like these videos are just to kind of show you where I've been at and excitement, but it's also hopefully lights up a passion and a fire so you guys can come and visit this. I would have never in a million years came here on my own. So I'd always say, you know, jump on some good tours. Find people that are really, you know, part of the soil, part of the place that have been around here for generations, because you will not go wrong and you'll feel comfortable. So we're actually in the home of our tour guide from earlier. So he took us to his home after the nice meal at the restaurant. And this is how they make chocolate from scratch here at home. And it is absolutely mind-blowing. Look at the little burner, got the wood. Wow, this is absolutely crazy. That is insane. To be honest with you, I had never met chocolate look like this.
What look like that?
Chocolate look like that.
This is chocolate?
That's what it starts from. This is what chocolate starts from.
Really?
Yeah.
Look, my wife, Maria, she just made the chocolate. I don't know if you saw her.
Yeah.
So this bean, you see, we peel them. This shell is used for tea. The tea is really good, magnesium, antioxidants. It's good for cramps, especially cramps.
Oh, really?
Yes, exactly. The tea tastes like black Chinese tea, but the bean, like this, is the one it turns to chocolate. And like I said before,
We were trying pure authentic cacao. So it's one ingredient chocolate.
Do people eat it this way?
There's
So,
fruit of
Like
it.
a snack?
when it's like this, you can just eat it, right?
And then this was.
like
Dude.
you're gonna get the flavor.
That is absolutely amazing.
It's a nut.
Yeah, that's just almonds.
You taste the chocolate, it tastes the nuttiness.
Like this.
At the same time, it has a chocolate at the end, but it's not fake. So it's not sugary at all, but you taste chocolate without the sugar, but it's hard to explain. It's really good. So this is the inside of it.
This is amber.
This will blow your mind how good this is. Now, for all you chocolate lovers, you can literally eat it guilt-free. It says really good omega 6s and 3s for the mind, the brain, for the liver. And it's pronounced coca, not coca. Coca is this. So this is when they separate. So what food companies do, they separate the pure chocolate seed. They'll separate it and they'll separate the oils and use the oils for like syrupy, and then the powder's left. And in order to give it flavor and taste, they gotta add, the flavor. They gotta add the oil. They use vegetable oil because it's really cheap. They gotta add the salt, the sugar, and then that's why cocoa powder creates. Or else it would just be a dry powder, but it's not healthy. Obviously, that's why there's 10 to 15 ingredients in every chocolate bar.
Medicine we call rape.
Rape?
Rape is a powder with different names, like sananga, jurema. It's from Brazil, from Peru, from Chiapas, from the jungle, kumaru. This is something we sniff, We put it in our hand, we feel it, we stick it inside, and we blow it to our brains. Boom! And then we get in touch with a connection. This decalcifies the pineal gland to be more open to meditate. If you do yoga or meditation, this can help. This is the tobacco, organic tobacco, from wild tobacco, and also ashes from the trees. So that's why there are names. And the ashes of plants together. So that's why a lot of minerals, and it's opens your mind. Yeah. It's called rape, ancient medicine.
And they create these little chocolates that are absolutely breathtaking, phenomenal. This is absolutely amazing, bro. Too much information, man. It's amazing how much knowledge has been dropped. It's crazy to think. We don't even think twice. We just eat stuff. And to find out how unhealthy we've created the habit is just mind-boggling, man. We take natural stuff grown from the sun, feed it to our bodies, and then what we do is, instead of doing that, we process it, break it down, sell it in masses, and actually harm the body. Crazy thinking.
And the packages like this, we sell it to the people like 40 pesos, like $2 per package. Like, ¿qué onda? Like 50 grams. To try it. This is used for hammer. This is used to grind the pigments. Like I said, the red is iron oxide. So they were grinding the pigments to make them. This is a candle keeper. They burn wax. There were 2 holes. This is broken, but they put the wax from the trees and they light it, and it stays up the flame.
Wow.
Even in the nighttime, they heat up with the mica. We saw the mica. We found a piece of mica. Okay. Can you close the door because there is a dog?
Well, this is an ancient garden hose.
You think you can live here?
My ID.
You have everything you need.
My ID.
Oh, look at that.
The entrance to the underground world.
The ancient mines of the Teotihuacan, they used to take the rock from to build the city of Teotihuacan. Yeah. Are you making? Are you home?
I think I can. I want to.
I'm just gonna. This is mind blowing. They used to come down here. They have another whole world dug underneath this ground. So they would pull up the rocks to build the cities on top of the earth, like on top of the land. And then down there, they had, with all the rocks being pulled out, with all the minerals being pulled out to build, they had their own little underground tunnels, underground society and community. It's so crazy.
You're gonna get dirty. Yeah. See, I don't want to do that. No, I'm down to go in, but
Bro, that is not normal, dude.
Let me see.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We are not gonna do it because you have to get really dirty. But if you guys can see, so you're gonna have to actually crawl all the way down there, and it's an underground world. So you see, that's all the space you get. So in the beginning, it's wide, but after that, you just gotta keep crawling. And the crazy thing about it is that, like I said, it's a bunch of little caves, and eventually it takes you to one of their ancient burials. So there's some still agricultural, and there's some burials down there where they haven't left and they preserved it, and they won't touch this, or they won't modify it just to fit us right now. They leave it as is. They left the burial alone. Like I said, I'm wearing nice gear today. I didn't come prepared, or else I would go down there and crawl and at least check it out. But you can go all the way to the burial site and see the original bones and all that cool stuff underground. Super amazing, dude. Wow, spooky.
Make sure you didn't fall down on me, bro.
Spooky. Man, I feel connected to it. Here's our beautiful souls with me today. Just want to get their gorgeous smiles in the backdrop. Look at this place. We've all decided as a collective group, we like it above ground. We'll save the underground when our time is coming into this world. This is definitely a magical city, and now I know why and where it gets its name from. Our tour guide was absolutely amazing. He showed us around the Teotihuacan pyramids, the amazing culture, the history, took us to a hidden gem restaurant, walked us around, and even invited us to his home, where they showed us how they prepare fresh cacao. Absolutely a must when you're visiting Mexico City. And if you haven't seen our special on Teotihuacan series, please check it out, along with all our other videos in our library, as you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.